One of the things that I find personally difficult about this job is that with regular undergraduate classes, we have 15 weeks. You know, you got a nice period of time, and you kind of really develop things, and you know. But with these, we have 8 weeks. We're in our second to last class. And with the way things work, do you know the next time we'll be together?
March
14th. Is next year, which is a little hard because you say you at the end of things it's hard, it's painful. I find this with every class. It's kind of an end and go, oh rats. So at any rate, I've had enough. And so something I've been wanting to do for a long time, often what you have at university is you'll have a lecture class, and then there'll be something that's more like a seminar, where you have a little bit of a smaller group, and you have a little more opportunity to go into some things a little deeper, and also have some more discussion. In other words, here, there's a lot of, I'm covering these great cities in their golden ages. It's a little hard, there's a lot of material to present. And so what I've got this series that's coming up. If you can pull the sheets out here just for a second, you have that. Great adversaries. One of the fascinating things for me in history is some of these historical conflicts. You get these great individuals and they lock horns or go head to head, and it's fascinating. Each of the figures in themselves is fascinating, but the dynamic between them and how the individuals relate to the historical situation. What's the context? In other words, when you look at figures like Robespierre and Marie Antoinette, well, what are the social, historical context for these confrontations? So what I'm wanting to do is on Sundays, Sunday afternoons, to have like a soiree, an afternoon soiree. We're quite elegant, and we'll maybe have some cheese and crackers, and work out, maybe possibly at some point have a little wine, and have a possibility of getting together, and I could do a little talk, show some visuals, we can have discussion, and have basically a wonderful cultural time together. So, and this will begin on March 14th, basically 2 weeks after our last class, and it will be over at the Sonoma Mountain Village, where some of their classes that are anybody been in a class over there? Oh, wonderful. So you know your way around over there. If you haven't been over there, it's just about another mile down Petaluma Hill Road, and then it goes off to the right. It's the old Hewlett-Packard complex there. And there's a wonderful space that we can use that has a projector and screen and a nice table, cushy chairs, table. So anyhow, so there's so we've got these sheets, and next week I'll have the one for the sort of next, that's Battle of the Sexes. We'll have the on that. So any question on this series? I've got on here I have a note on some of them. I don't have this on all of them, but some of them I say RSVP. And that's if you're coming to a session, just so you have a little bit of a sense of numbers. If you have a email account, if you can otherwise, turn up at the door. We will turn no one away. But it will be wonderful to be able to keep up relationship a little bit. Yeah. Yes.
I'm assuming this is a Bruce Elliott production, not an Ocean.
That's correct. It's a Bruce Elliott production, and we're sort of in cooperation, sort of. Yes. Okay. So. Any other questions? Yes, madam.
On April 18th, do you plan to dress as Venus or Mars?
I don't know if I can repeat that question. Actually, I'm going to tell you, with the first course I taught was on British history here, and we were working our way through British history and Henry VIII and the Reformation and so on. Then we got up to Queen Elizabeth. Apparently, I found out afterwards, there was betting going on in the Ollie office as to whether I was going to come as Queen Elizabeth or not. Really. Okay, let's go to some visuals here. So here's Vienna.